Good evening, family and friends, and welcome back to my kitchen, Cooking with Carol Diane. This evening I'm going to show two young ladies who especially asked me to do this. I thought everybody knew how to cut up a chicken and fry a chicken, but apparently not. My daughter-in-law asked me to fry some chicken, and so for Melissa, this is for you. And for Stan out there that watches my videos, this also is for you of how I cook my country style fried chicken. For the one gal that I guess I was a little taken back by, her name is Stephanie. And she said she wouldn't even attempt to fry a chicken and did not want to cut one up. It was too intimidating to her. So I'm going to try to show the easiest way I know to cut up a chicken, and then I'm going to show you what I put on the chicken before I cook it on my cast iron skillet, because that's how I've always cooked it. Oh, I've cooked it on my electric skillet a lot of times, but a good cast iron skillet is the way to go for fried chicken. So this is a 7-pound chicken right here. I have taken it out of the package from the grocery store, and I like to rinse my chicken very well with cool water from the tap water and make sure, you know, everything's nice and clean. And then I just kind of usually lay it on a paper towel. So this is the chicken. He's a big bird. He is. And because he's still a little bit wet, we'll go ahead and keep the paper towel on him. Then I kind of pat it dry a little bit. So everybody cuts up a chicken differently of how they start to finish, but truly the easiest way for me is I'll just take one of the legs, and see all this skin right here? You want a nice sharp knife. I will say that you need a nice sharp knife, and you just come along and you cut that skin. You cut it way down. Okay, till you get it, your chicken looking like this. Take that away for a little bit. Okay, so now it's on the side here, and pretty much on a chicken, get rid of some of that excess water that I had in there. Pretty much on a chicken, you can pretty well feel. You can feel the bone down in there. But if you were to flip this chicken over, you also could feel it with your thumb. So right in here, if you bend it, it'll bend right there. And that's what you want. You want that area right there to bend so that you can cut that and get rid of it. And there's my leg. Part of the leg. Now we don't want all of this on there, of course. I like to take off the excess skin. So I just take it off. Remove it. Set it over here. Now we need to find the bone. This is right in here. Right about in there is the bone. It's going to go all the way through the leg. How easy is that? You've cut the skin, you've cut the thigh part, which is the darker meat of the chicken, and now you've cut the leg. We'll sit this right here in this bowl. We'll set the thigh in the bowl. Now we're going to do it again. So again, you can turn it over where you can see the skin part. You can cut it like that, however you want to cut it, so that you get rid of that skin part. Just get rid of it. Then I always like to flip it back over until I feel, it's almost like being double jointed, that you can feel it remove from there, which I did. You can see the bone right here. That's the bone right there. So again, I'm just going to come along where that bone is. This one's got an awful lot of skin to it, which I will remove. I'll get rid of that. Come over here. This is a big bird. It really is. Quite large bird. And there is that one. Again, we're going to find the little bone down here. which is right in there. I'm going to come along. If you don't find it, you can always break it until you do. Break that back until you do find it. Yeah, and lots of skin on this particular chicken. You can either completely cut it off, which I think I will on this one. Just cut it off. This is the thigh, which is my husband's favorite part of the chicken. He likes the darker meat. There's the thigh. Now we have the wings. Same thing applies with the wings. You're going to come around and get rid of that skin, rid of the skin, and it's going to pop. Pop in there. And that's your wing. Now, I was always told by my grandmother, I take the wing and I roll it back like this when I cook it. And that's how I do it. Cut the skin where you can find that bone. Come along and just cut it off. If you don't like the little wing part, you certainly can cut it off right here at this area, but I just don't. I fold it like that. Okay, now we've still got most of the bird here. Lots left on this bird. Need more paper towels. This one had a lot of juice in it. So, again, where the skin is, come with your knife and just come right up that. Peel it back. You can hear it, peeling it back, and cut that off. If you like this part of the meat, great. I just don't care for it, so I'm going to set it aside because there's lots more I have to do. I'm going to come right up here at the breast on both sides, right up there. I'm going to pull this back. Again, this is a very large chicken. Some of them are a lot smaller than this. And in here, I had the neck in a bag, but again, I don't care for the neck, so I leave it out. I don't need it. I really don't need that. But if you like necks, you know, if you like it for soups and all kinds of different things, then, you know, by all means, leave it in there. Most of the chicken you'll be able to do with your hand. You really will. Then again, because this one has so much skin on it, I'm just going to come along and get rid of that. Okay? I'm just after the good part of the chicken. So here's the breast of the chicken, right here. But there's a bone, there's a great big thing right here. So I like to come right down pretty much the middle of this, and I will cut it. Again, hear it separate. You can do a lot of this just with your hands. And that's separating my chicken. Now that's a very large breast, isn't it? Quite large. You can leave the bone in, or you can take it out. And again, I felt with my thumb under there that I'm taking it out because I don't need that. Don't need it. You're just going to come all the way down and get rid of that so that we have a nice fresh breast and don't have all that in there. If you like it in there, leave it in there. It's your choice. I just prefer not to. Little difficult bone right here. There we go. Okay, now you've got two big breasts. So you can cook them like this, or Clean them up. Add up and take that membrane out of there. Cut it in half. And that's what I'm going to do. Just cut that one in half. Cut this one in half. Here's some more bone in here. We need to take that out. Just kind of comes right out, like so. Like I said, this is a very large chicken, almost to the point of a roasting chicken. I have a piece here that I'm going to just go ahead and take off to cook that. And here is my top. I don't want all this excess skin, so I'll just remove it. And again, I'm going to cut this in half so that it goes in my pan. If you want to leave them whole, that's fine too. That's fine. Makes a larger piece for a man if you want it whole. So that is the beginning of that part of just cutting up the chicken. It really is not that hard. Then, after you get this done, you need to make whatever you're doing as far as if you're bread coating it, or a lot of people use cornmeal. Now mine's pretty basic, like I said. It is flour that I'm going to be using. I'm going to add a little garlic. I'm going to add a little paprika and some salt and pepper. First, I'm going to go wash my hands and my surface area before I begin this. Very important with poultry. Okay, I'm back over here at my stove to show you now how I'm going to fry the chicken that I've just cut up. And really, truly, it's not hard to cut up a chicken. It really isn't. Try to start with a smaller chicken. Like I said, mine was pretty large, but that's okay. I start with a cast iron skillet and I get it hot, very hot. I add Crisco shortening to this. Probably, don't even know what to tell you, maybe because I do everything, I eyeball everything, probably about 4 tablespoons. Just enough to coat the bottom of the pan to start with. We're not deep fat frying this. This is not a southern dish that I'm doing. I'm not using buttermilk. I have done buttermilk with my fried chicken before and it's very good. But you really do need to submerge the chicken when you're using the buttermilk, I have found, because it's such a thick consistency that you need it to get really well done. So then I'm going to take some flour. And I don't know, you just want enough to, like I said, you've got a lot of chicken here, so you want enough to coat the chicken well. I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic, and truly just eyeball this. Just a handful of garlic, maybe a tablespoon of garlic, some paprika, and some salt and pepper. You can always add more as the chicken's cooking. Always add more. Such a simple little dish. I love fried chicken, I really do. I enjoy it when it's cold, when you can take it on a picnic. And that's always nice. And that's it. That's all I put in mine, truly. Truly, that's all I put in. You're gonna take the chicken, you're gonna just coat it with the flour mixture, nice. And then you're gonna drop it on this oil, the hot oil in here, each piece. And I said you don't want to completely deep fat fry, submerge this in oil. This will come out nice and crispy with just a little bit of oil. You're shortening. I have done this, oh, I can't even count how many times I've made this for my family. And again, I curl the wings so that they look pretty. They will unfold when you start to eat them. You just open them up. And I like them that way. Now, some watching this video might say, well, she threw away the best part of the chicken. No, I really didn't. Like I said, my family isn't one to eat the neck and different parts of the chicken like that, just the main ones. But I certainly can save that and boil it and put it more of a chicken stock to have for soups and all kinds of things. So I'm really not wasting the chicken parts. I'm just not using it. This particular chicken did not have the gizzards, the liver, or the heart. So I can't use them. That was kind of a shame. It didn't have that. And I've bought a lot of chickens that they're kind of leaving the parts out. I'm not sure what that's all about, but they do. Once I get, it's kind of like cooking a steak out on the grill. Once I get it where I kind of seared it, where I like it, then you can turn down your fire a little bit and have it cook slowly. Because I'm in no hurry. This isn't a fast, quick fry. That would be more of your deep fat fry. And I'm not doing that. My little puppy dog has to get in on the act too. She hears things all the time. She's quite my little watchdog. Okay. And the two legs now. Like I said, this is a pretty good sized chicken. So these are larger pieces now in here. And that's all right, whether it's small or large. Don't be afraid of the bird. The bird rules the roost, yes, but you're ruling it as far as preparing it and cooking it. So I hope Stephanie and Melissa and Stan out there that's watching, that you understand that it's not hard to cut up a chicken. It's certainly not hard to cook one. I'm adding just a little extra flour in here. Not much, just a little in areas. And that's going to cook real nice. Then again, I can come back and I can add some more pepper on top. Give it a little bit more. I always kind of do. Salt and pepper it a second time. And I'm going to let that cook probably for about maybe 15-20 minutes. I'm just guessing on it until I feel like it's nice and golden brown. And when it is, I will come back and show you the final product and maybe take a bite of it too, because I'm getting kind of hungry. Okay, kitchen with you. I am back to show you that the chicken has cooked. And I'm going to take it out of the skillet now and put it on a nice platter. And then I'm going to make some gravy with my chicken tonight. Easy to make gravy also. No problem making the gravy. Pretty easy stuff. But if you've never made it before, then that too, I guess, can be a little intimidating. So there's some nice chicken. Now you can see that I still have a lot of the shortening in here and all of what I call the goodies. It's the bottom part down here of all these little goodies. Now there's two ways to make gravy. I can pour flour right onto this and start making it. Or I can do what my mother always taught me, and I will take a little bit of the flour and put it in another bowl. Then I will add some milk to that and stir it around until I have kind of a paste. Kind of just a paste of it. This consistency will look kind of like gravy does. And then I will pour that into here and start stirring it around. And because I like the pieces, the chunks that come with the bottom part of the gravy, I'll go ahead and leave that in there. If you don't like that, but you still want all the flavor from the chicken, what I suggest is that you strain it out. Just take any kind of a little colander strainer and pour it through and strain it out. But true fried chicken gravy, you're gonna have all those little pieces because they're so good. They really are. You can turn your fire off now because the electric skillet part is still very, very hot. And it's gonna keep this gravy nice. Nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. And even take it off of here. Because the heat of the skillet is pretty warm. Pretty warm. And that's going to be part of my dinner tonight is the fried chicken. And I'll probably have, I don't know if I'll make mashed potatoes or I may just, I have some rice left over, some nice steamed rice that I could put my gravy over the steamed rice and have it. And that's gonna be pretty good tonight. So from start to finish of cutting and cooking up a chicken, this is my chicken for tonight. Come here, Daisy. Apparently Daisy wants to say hello tonight. Hey, sweetie. Oh. She saw a fly. This is my little Daisy May that makes so much noise. She's 11 months old, little miniature dachshund, and she likes to watch me in the kitchen too, kind of like my granddaughter. You be good. So that was this evening's fried chicken to show you how to cut your chicken up. Don't be afraid of it, please. Stephanie, cut up a chicken. And fry it the way I did and make you some nice gravy and have a good country fried dinner, okay? From my kitchen to yours, this is Cooking with Carol Diane. I'll catch you next time when you never know what's gonna come out of my kitchen. Talk to you later, bye-bye.